Hello and welcome to today's session. Learning Outcome, LO1. Understand the principles of actus reus and mens rea in criminal offenses. Today, we will learn what defines criminal conduct. This lesson explores the essential principles of actus reus, the physical act, and mens rea, the mental element, in criminal law. You'll discover how these concepts work together to ensure justice and fairness in legal proceedings. This unit introduces the foundational concepts of criminal law. It covers liability, offenses, and defenses. The focus is on actus reus and mens rea as key elements. Students will explore non-fatal and fatal offenses, theft, and criminal damage. Research on key cases and common law precedents is essential. Criminal conduct is an act against the state. It requires proving both actus reus and mens rea beyond a reasonable doubt. Actus reus is the guilty act, including voluntary and involuntary actions. Mens rea is the guilty mind, requiring intent or recklessness. Strict liability offenses are exceptions to these requirements. Actus reus refers to the external conduct of a crime. It includes actions, omissions, or circumstances causing harm. Conduct, circumstances, and result are its components. Omissions can also constitute actus reus if there's a legal duty. Factual and legal causation link conduct to the outcome. Mens rea is the mental element of a crime. It examines the defendant's state of mind during the act. Intention, recklessness, and negligence are key levels. Intention requires deliberate decision-making. Recklessness involves disregarding known risks. For criminal liability, both actus reus and mens rea must coincide. This is known as the coincidence rule. Strict liability offenses are an exception. They require only actus reus for conviction. Understanding both elements ensures fair adjudication. Actus reus must be a voluntary act. A conscious and deliberate action by the defendant is required. Involuntary acts, like reflexes or external pressure, may not constitute actus reus. Hill v. Baxter illustrates involuntary acts. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for fair liability. Omissions can be actus reus if there's a legal duty. Contractual duty, special relationships, and statutory duty are examples. Failing to act when required can lead to liability. R.V. Pitwood highlights contractual duty. Understanding omissions is vital for legal responsibility. Causation links conduct to the prohibited result. Factual causation uses the but-for test. Legal causation considers substantial and operating causes. Novus actus interveniens can break causation. Understanding causation ensures fair attribution of liability. Intention is a deliberate aim to achieve a result. Direct intention involves acting with purpose. Oblique intention foresees consequences as virtually certain. R.V. Mohan illustrates direct intention. R.V. Woolen explains oblique intention. Recklessness involves conscious disregard of risks. Subjective recklessness requires awareness. Objective recklessness is judged by reasonable standards. R.V. Cunningham illustrates subjective recklessness. Understanding recklessness clarifies liability. Knowledge involves awareness of unlawful actions. Negligence is failing to meet reasonable care standards. Gross negligence manslaughter is an example. R.V. Adamico highlights negligence. Understanding these concepts informs liability decisions. Intention requires a high degree of fault. Recklessness involves lesser fault. Strict liability offenses do not require mens rea. Proving fault ensures fair liability. Understanding fault levels is crucial for justice. Criminal conduct threatens public safety and order. The state prosecutes on society's behalf. Crimes are categorized as public wrongs. Enforcement agencies investigate and prosecute. Maintaining order and security is the goal. Presumption of innocence is a justice cornerstone. The prosecution must prove guilt. The accused need not prove innocence. Wilmington v. DPP emphasizes this principle. Fair trials depend on this presumption. Criminal cases require proof beyond reasonable doubt. This high standard reflects conviction consequences. It minimizes wrongful convictions. Civil cases require lower proof standards. Fairness demands this rigorous standard. Murder requires both actus reus and mens rea. Theft involves unlawful appropriation with intent. Arson demands intent or recklessness. These examples illustrate the relationship. Understanding both elements ensures justice. R.V. Latimer involves coinciding actus reus and mens rea. R.V. Thabo-Melli shows continuous events. These cases illustrate the relationship. Understanding legal precedents informs liability. They highlight actus reus and mens rea interplay. Criminal conduct is harmful to individuals and society. It disrupts public order and safety. The state prosecutes to maintain stability. Presumption of innocence ensures fair trials. High proof standards protect against wrongful convictions. Criminal conduct threatens societal welfare. The presumption of innocence and proof standards ensure justice. These principles protect against wrongful punishment. Legal safeguards balance societal protection and individual rights. Understanding these principles is crucial. In conclusion, the principles of actus reus and mens rea lie at the core of criminal law, ensuring that criminal liability is grounded in both a defendant's conduct and their state of mind. A solid understanding of these concepts is essential for achieving fair and just outcomes in the criminal justice system. If you need any help, just send us a WhatsApp message at 0748 436 1688. We're here for you. Thank you, and see you soon.